beautiful day for golf.
We're not good enough golfers.
Where is the beverage cart? Can't believe I paid money for this.
And it's the Ridge Golf Podcast, brought to you by Partabs, www.partabs.com. Fellas, we got a lot to go over today.
We do?
I think we do. Alex has a couple things. I think we talked about his work golf outing. There's a bunch of gambling going on this weekend, or last weekend, I should say. And
Losing,
then,
I think.
What's that?
Losing money, I think, is what mainly it is.
That's gambling. And then we'll start there. Let's try that. See how far that takes us. Alex, how was the company golf outing?
It was really good. So our work does they pay for it every year, company golf outing. It's like my one time a year to get kind of out of control, I guess.
Whoa.
How
How out of control was it?
Alex gets dewdropped every year.
Yeah, so one of my partners was my good buddy, and I don't know, we had quite a few, and we got hole 3, and we're like, gosh, we're not really feeling these drinks at all. And I was like, he said that to me, I was like, yeah, I'm not really either. I'm like, I hope these kick in. By 2 holes later, we were completely gone. And I had brought my golf balls with me, those old ones I talked about a couple episodes ago. I kept trying to sell them to the guy I was playing with. I'm like, hey man, these are good investment. $15 ball on eBay all day. He wasn't going for it. But one of the guys that we were golfing with, he did a golf etiquette faux pas.
Uh-oh.
Besides talking in the backswings of every teammate he had. We got to the last hole, and me and Spencer were not playing great. We've completely lost it by this point. And so we hit kind of over into these trees, and there was a ball sitting there kind of in the open. So we went and looked at it, and it wasn't ours, so we drove away. The guy that we were playing with, who doesn't golf very much, he's just like, oh, they just left a free ball there. And so he started running over to grab it. And as he was doing it, the guy who hit the ball was walking towards it. And so my coworker picked it up, and the guy's like, hey, he goes, that's my ball. And so he's walking back towards us. He's like, oh, I didn't know. And he just threw it behind him. Didn't make any effort to put it back where it was, or at least the vicinity. He's just like, oh, fuck me, right? And then just threw the ball.
Well, at least he said
so the guy that we do, our other teammate who goes to that golf course quite a bit, he was very embarrassed because he probably knows a bunch of people on that course, maybe even knew that guy. And he just kind of buried his face, and he's like, I'm so sorry. It wasn't even audible to hear, but I heard him say it. And yeah, he was super embarrassed. I mean, it was me and Spencer didn't care. We were laughing about it. We thought it was funny, but yeah, I don't know. But anyways, we ended up shooting, I think, 1 over. I think 1 under is what won it. We always think we're going to do better than we do, and we never do. So
Not bad.
Yeah, that's not terrible. What was the prize for first?
Bragging rights. I think this year I'm going to make I'll send away for a trophy, and maybe we'll make a traveling trophy or something for it. We might as well. They handed us out a t-shirt, a sweatshirt and a koozie. One was Miller. The koozie was Miller, and then the sweatshirts were New Glarus. So those were nice, but yeah, everyone got those. So
Almost even that sweatshirt this weekend. It was a bit chilly out there.
it was nice. It was when we golfed. It was very comfortable. Actually, I think all of us did have a sweatshirt on, but we all had shorts, and that was just about perfect.
That's the prime attire. Love that season. Hoodie and shorts weather. That's ideal.
Yeah, it just doesn't last very long.
No.
What was there any post-game libations?
There was some, yeah.
A lot of during game libations.
It didn't get as bad this year because usually we go to this. It's called the Dewdrop. It's middle of nowhere bar. And last year my brother-in-law was there. He didn't show up this year, and I don't smoke 364 days of the year. But when he's around me and we're drinking, we just get a pack of Camel Crushes and we just smoke the whole thing. And I know like someone said at one point like they came out last year and me and him had like 2 in each hand, just puffing. And so it didn't get that bad this year. The Packer game was on. I had some bets on for that.
I got a quick add on to that. I know you got bad last year because you did it the week of the Brubicue, and another guy that Jordan and I golf with was up there for that, and you came up there for that in Lodi. And I was talking to him, and he's like, "Yeah, I had a rough one at the Dewdrop last night." I'm like, my brother was there. You probably ran into him. I'm like, big tall guy. He's like, "Oh yeah, I think he kind of looks like you. He was out in the deck smoking." I'm like, I don't think so. I'm like, I don't think he does. And then I'm like, yeah, maybe it was. And then you come walking up the street and you saw it. He's like, oh, yeah, that's him. And then he walked up to you. He's like, hey, how's it going? You're like, I have no idea who you are.
I will say like the worst thing about like if you're not a smoker, and there's people out there like that, they will socially smoke. That next morning, like when that's all you taste is that is being hungover and having that on your breath is just the worst.
And there's nothing you can do to make it go away either. It's like no matter what you eat or drink or whatever, brush your teeth, like it lingers for some reason.
It does. And at the time, like when you're drinking, it's like this is fantastic. This is like the best thing. Why don't I do this so well?
Great time.
They go hand in hand the next morning. You're like, oh my gosh, like burn all the cigarettes and get them as far away from me as possible.
I know. You could sandpaper your tongue. You're still not going to get that taste out for quite a while.
No, you're not.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. Like I said, it's the one night we cut loose. Our company pays for it and stuff. So but it's not super competitive or nothing. Like I said, it is kind of just for bragging rights for a year. But I always like doing that because it's when you can get like those big tournaments or whatever, those are just the most fun to do. Like I like golfing with like, 3 of your other buddies and stuff, but those events where it's a big group, they're always so much more fun to me.
Right. You guys did a whole 18, I take it?
No, we just do 9.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't have any amazing, I don't think any of us had any amazing shots apart from my usual amazing shots, but
quick question, did you actually hit any of those old-timey golf balls you're trying to sell?
I think I did. I don't remember. Like I said, towards the end, I was getting pretty stupid, so I think I ended up burning through about 6 in the last 4, and I might have grabbed a couple of those. So this was the funny part. Spencer, who I do golf with once in a while, he said out loud, he goes, watch for Alex's instinct. He says if he has a bad shot, his hand will go right in his pocket and look like he's grabbing another ball. And I'm telling you what, every bad shot, that was my muscle reaction. Every time I did, he like, look at him over there. And I never realized how bad it was. But yeah, every shot, if it's bad, I was going right into my pocket to look for another ball.
I don't know anybody who does that.
Yeah, right.
Well, I learned it from Brady. So.
Never in my life would I use a pocket.
Yeah. It just depends what group you're with. Like, it depends what group you're with. Like, if I'm with Brady and them, I'll carry a couple extra. But, it just depends.
When I golf with the Logan, anytime he has a bad shot, it just makes me mad because he starts to keep score until he kind of falls off, and then he's like, I'm just practicing. So then he'll have a bad shot and throw another one down. And I'm like, he's like, I got to redo that. I'm like, come on. I'm like, I have shit to do after this. Let's just keep going with it.
At least when I do it very quickly.
Yeah, you don't have to do the 3-minute pre-hit ritual.
Oh no, it's down and it's already hitting before I stand back up pretty much.
Yeah. I saw, did somebody put that on the Snapchat group, that meme where it's the end of Saving Private Ryan? It has a young Matt Damon and then it fades out to the old one. It's like me watching my buddy's pre-shot routine.
Alex maybe, I think did.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
But so then I know you both, Brady and Alex, put on some wagers this weekend on the football Americano.
Yes, sir.
How did that go?
As is tradition.
I went for Brady. It didn't work out for me. I was a couple legs short, like usual. I did. So I got to bring Brady up to speed. I was sending him a couple screenshots before this podcast. So I had used if people don't know, we're in Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, there's only one app you can really use for sports betting that works, and it's Prize Picks. Have any of you guys used this one?
Negative.
No.
Okay. Well, I tried it and everything was going good. Actually, this was the one time I was going to make money on some legs. And so
Mhm.
today, this is how bad I am. I just bet on people. I don't even know who they are. I'm just like, nah, that sounds good. Like, and then I'll pick them. And it was someone for San Francisco tonight, but apparently he's on the do not play, and he just
Got
went to
hurt?
play like an hour or two ago. I don't know. Well,
Yep.
anyway, so
Probably
I got
McCaffrey.
yes, so I got 3 out of 4, and it pays out. So, anyways, and I'm gonna sound really stupid here because I am really stupid here. So I won, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take this money out. I'm kind of done with this app because I didn't want to use it. It's just I like FanDuel better." And so like I went to withdraw, but I got myself confused and I actually deposited more money.
Whoops.
And so then I was like, oh, okay, no problem. Like I'll just pull it out. You can't do that in Prize Picks. You have to actually play the money you deposited before you can withdraw it.
Oh no.
So I tried withdrawing $90. I ended up putting $90.
Woo.
So
And
wait,
then-
Lucky on that $90 then.
so okay, so this how so do you still have $90 that you can take out? You just accidentally put so there's 180 in that app right now. But you
Yes. So my other plan was okay, like I'll take the 90 out I won, and then I'll play with this 90. It's like whatever, it's a wash or whatever, you know. You still can't do that. Like I don't know why you can't do that, and this is why this app is just giving me getaway vibes. But so and then I got on the horn with customer support, which is like pretty much AI, I'm pretty sure. And they weren't answering me, so I started trolling them a little bit, started asking for some favors, and you know, asked if they knew Jack. He knows me, put him on if he's available. Finally got someone to talk to me.
Was it Jack?
They were zero help. They're like, "Didn't you read the policy, you stupid?" And I'm like, "Listen here."
Obviously not. That thing's
I've never read a
outlaw.
policy a day
Yeah,
in my
like
life.
no
lady.
one reads the legal bullshit that goes on these apps, which you should. You should.
Should also be able to tell the difference between depositing and withdrawing $90. You would think.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I sound stupid because I am stupid. I'm not fighting it. But it's so frustrating because even when I win, I still lose when it comes to betting on sports. I've never actually physically gotten money back from betting on sports.
so
Tough-
wait,
tough life out there.
yeah. So can you take that 90 out that you
No.
won? Right? Why not?
Nope.
It won't let me. It says I'm not eligible. I'm guessing since I put more money in, I have to bet that first before I can take any money out.
Okay, so is there something coming up like a football game that you kind of know a clear winner that you can bet 90 to make like $10 and then yank it all out?
You have to
You
bet
know,
through the amount you
it's
deposited.
still
So
risky.
if I put 90 in, I got to bet 90.
Right, but you can
But
get like an
More of
odd.
a sure thing, like a plus or like you know,
Yeah, like
not
bet
quite like a
$90
seven
on,
leg
like-
parlay. Like
Yeah,
you're not
just do
gonna
like
make much if you
Georgia
do that.
against like McNeese State for like bet 90 to win $1.50. Yeah.
Right.
Like just to get your money back, pretty much.
I don't know. Guys, I'm not Prize Picks. I'm not sure. I mean, come on. I deposited money when I was trying to withdraw. I don't know what's going on.
He's got no idea.
Send it to
No.
Brady; he'll figure it out for you.
Oh my gosh, it's the worst.
You
This
better
is-
And
be.
then I was like, I did the classic, like, you better help me out or I'm not going to use your app again.
They don't care. They
Yeah,
do.
we already got your
do
money.
not. 'Cause
Good.
They're like,
Yeah.
you're the idiot that put more money in here.
So
I'm like,
you're gonna
"Touche."
you're gonna have to be super careful. So let's just say you do that and you win like whatever $4 off your 90 you put in. So then you got 184. you really gotta be careful that you don't deposit
Another
Oh.
180.
Believe me, Blake, I'm gonna have people on payroll just to make sure that I don't do something like this again at some point. So yeah, I was showing my wife the conversation. She was laughing pretty hard because I can't be serious in these conversations with customer support. I got to do a little,
banter.
because they don't want. Even if I was talking to a real person, which it did sound kind of like I was talking to a real person, like they're dealing with the. If you're doing customer support on a betting website, you're not getting happy people. You're getting very upset people.
I would imagine that's probably correct.
Yeah, so I was trying to be as nice and as jokey as possible. Sent her a few gifts in the conversation just to keep it light. So
I feel I was on customer support with Etsy a couple days ago because they removed one of my listings that I sell, and I'm like, hey, I'm super nice. 7 years on here, not a problem. Sold thousands of them. And they're like, oh, did you read the policy? I'm like, yeah, policy's good. And they're like, well, yeah, I don't know why. We can't put it back up though. I'll let my team know. I'm like, you don't have a team. You just lie.
you're an
Liar.
entry level employee.
You're
Yeah.
doing literally nothing for me.
Yeah.
Well, what's the caveat? Like what?
Don't know. I think what it is because, I make them, but they don't look homemade. They look like they're production. And I sell them on Amazon too. So I think they got cross reference and see all that. I'm selling them on Amazon and then
Amazon.
yeah,
Amazon.
Amazon.com. They took it off.
Etsy and Amazon together.
Yeah. Combining forces.
So that kind of bums me out. But I tried to relist it and they're like, oh, you did it again. You cannot do that.
Mhm.
Damn it. Tried sneaking that by him. They caught you.
Yeah,
Worth a shot.
it was. But so Brady, did you win money and successfully extract it into your bank account?
I'm pretty much even.
That means he lost a lot of money.
Well, I'm keeping a spreadsheet this year of all my bets to see how I do overall. And through 2 weeks, I am exactly 500, 11 and 11. But that means I'm down, 10% because of the juice. So basically I'm even, but I'm actually down a little bit. So
That's what a degenerate gambler calls even.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm currently up. If I could get access to it.
No, you're currently double down.
Yeah.
Well, that money is in a safe location that I can
Sort of.
never access.
I can't touch it for many years. I don't
Yeah,
know.
who knows? How
I
long.
did say to him, she's like, well, she's just like, well, that's the policy once it's in there. I'm like, do you know how insane this sounds? Like, I have money in an account. You're essentially a checking account. And I cannot take that back unless I spend it. Like, that is
Whatever the
insane.
interest you get on that at the.
I don't know. I think it slowly takes, and yeah, it just dwindles it penny by a day. Maybe I don't know.
-5% interest.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's gonna hurt me.
I have a question about that. So can you take like $10 that 90 and just bet that? Or you gotta
Boy,
bet
I
no.
don't know.
I don't know what part of this you don't get.
I'm-
He has no idea.
I'm willing to bet that he has to wager the whole amount that he has in there.
Yeah. I would
And
also
That's what it sounded.
That's the
like.
only situation. And then if he wins that back or a little bit more, then he can extract it out of there. That's the only way he's going to be able to get it out.
Brady, we got to do some strategizing like a motherfucker to get this money back.
Like
Come on,
like Brady
yeah.
said, pick Georgia versus some FCS team that they're playing, and you'll make like $1, and then you can just get it out of there.
I have a
unless the unthinkable happens, like Notre Dame
Or
versus Northern Illinois this weekend.
you find
I
this
mean,
really-
it's never a
I don't
guarantee.
think on Prize Picks. I don't think you can bet. Well, no, I don't think you can bet
college.
teams. You only can bet players.
Oh yeah, Price Picks
Wow.
is weird. I think they only do like over under for like
Or you-
yardages or
Or
like
you find this really
numbers.
juicy 10-leg parlay that you really think you're gonna hit, and then you just
yeah,
put it
just
all in
let
there.
her rip.
Can you
180,
imagine?
180 to win 1 million. Here you go.
Well, all I would have to do is bet 90.
Yeah, but you're not gonna be able to get that other 90 out of there, are you?
He doesn't know.
I don't know. Oh, this is so frustrating.
Maybe we should just start with 10 and see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think because if you deposit, okay, I won 90, and then I deposited 90. It wasn't like I deposited 90 on top of 90.
Right.
Yeah, but does that once you deposited that 90, does
I
that
don't know.
does that mean that 180 is now in your? You have to bet that.
I don't know.
Or
Just give it to Brady.
did what you initially wagered, was it some sort of promo or perk? Because sometimes you can't take those out until you bet that again.
I do have like $50 as like a gift amount, I think, for signing up or something. But I'm not sure how to bet that. Like it wasn't clear on how to actually bet that. So I'll
I'm
get some
guessing it
people
was
on
clear
it.
and
We'll
you
figure it
just didn't realize it.
You did not
What
read.
that?
properly.
I'm guessing it was clear and you just didn't pick up on it.
out. Well, I was in a rush. I only had 5 minutes to make these bets.
hmm
It seems like the perfect situation to make bets.
I had lost 2 parlays earlier, a day before, and I was like, I better get these in quick.
See, there's these things called straight bets. You don't win as much money, but they're much easier to hit.
So boring though. Like, oh, I won $10. Woo.
Adds up little by little
I guess.
to be
I
negative
would-
money still.
I would say, not to bash on good old Wisconsin, but you probably could bet Alabama against or the Alabama Badger game coming up for Alabama.
15 and a
maybe.
half point dogs we are, I saw today.
And be
Yeah.
lucky if it's that close.
I'm not even
I'll
sure if
be
they're going
right
to
here.
score, so yeah.
So you're saying bet on Alabama's players?
Yeah,
probably.
maybe they might be out by half times.
If they're out by halftime, they still probably scored like 30, 40 points. So
That's true.
There's a golf podcast.
yeah. Don't like it.
All right, and bring us back to that.
This will be Thursday. Jordan and I have our tournament coming up. I'm pretty excited about that actually.
I had all sorts of funky Scotty Scheffler stats if you want those.
For what?
From his
Betting?
win last weekend.
Let's hear them.
Just his life. His caddy is the season just finished up with the FedEx or whatever is the last one.
Yep.
Season just finished. His caddy finished as the 15th highest paid person on the PGA Tour. If you would have slotted him in there,
Oh my god! Did it give you a amount?
$6.2 million.
That's pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, that's real sweet.
Pretty good.
And then Brady was
And,
$6.25 when he was caddying
Yeah.
for the season.
so Scotty Scheffler earned $62.2 million in the PGA Tour this year. That's $3.3 million per tournament, $830,000 per round, $12,000 per shot he took, or $3,000 per minute he spent on the golf course. Wild.
That's
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Yep.
not too shabby.
we fucked
That's
up.
unbelievable.
We fucked up, boys.
Yeah.
I don't think we had a chance.
We'll never know.
Not-
We'll never know.
Alex can't even manage $90.
I can't manage. Yeah, fucking A. Brady came the
Can't even
closest. He
figure
was
out
the
that
summertime
90.
caddy. So
Yeah. And then the other funky stat they had was total worldwide individual wins since January 1st. Scotty Scheffler has 8, and then a group of, I'm just gonna read half of these names because there's like a list of like 30 people here, but a group of Xander Schauffele, Rory, John Rahm, DeChambeau, Koepka, like Hantley, Finau, Segala, Hovland, Spieth, like basically every famous golfer you've ever heard of has combined for 8 wins. It's like seriously a list of like 15 to 20 famous, well-known golfers combined for the same amount of wins that Scheffler did this year.
Yeah, he's the man.
He's
Yeah.
the man.
Pretty wild year for that dude.
I got something that I just saw. I thought was kind of interesting.
How interesting was it?
Well, I'm gonna tell you. Hold on to your pants.
All right.
so suck.
So I came across this video. So in Australia, there's like 400 golf courses in Australia, and their greens are actually made of sand instead of short grass because of the price of growing that kind of grass. So the cup is in the middle of a big
Sand.
old circle of sand, and then but for some reason it's not a very thick layer, so your ball bounces really hard. So you basically want to like get it onto the grass and just roll it on the sand. So once it's on there, what you need to do is you draw like a 3-foot line where your ball's kind of laying perpendicular to the cup, and then you take a rake, and then you take the tooth side, and then rake the sand from the hole to the ball, and then take the rake again and flip it over, and then get it flat from the hole to the ball, or basically where your line is from the ball to the cup, and then replace your ball down on that. You can kind of still visually see that line, and then you put it in from there. And then when you get done, you take the cup out, dump the sand, and then replace the cup.
That's already so much more work than I'd ever want to do.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So I'm confused. Is the fairway?
Fairway's normal. Everything else is normal, except the greens are sand.
That's
There's
so weird.
There's a couple of sand green courses in the U.S. I've seen some videos of people shooting on them. I think there's even one in Iowa, actually, pretty close by.
I'll have
That
to do
makes
some YouTubing.
It does seem like a lot of work watching the person do it, drawing the line, picking up the ball, raking again.
I would just hit it, honestly. It's smooth.
But
I
enough.
think, I think I would too.
But I
That's where maybe a caddy would come in handy.
Oh, yeah.
But I did see a video too of people, like it was unreal to see how much those bounced when it hit the sand, because somebody that took a nice 60 and had a video of that, and as soon as it hit, it bounced right off and then went another 25-30 yards off the green too. So there's a trick on actually getting it onto the green and making it stop as well,
It's
instead of us.
tricky 'cause the ball spins the opposite direction down there.
That's subtly funny.
We haven't had a stupid Brady joke in a long, long time.
Well,
Like,
don't talk about it. Now he's going to do it.
Yeah, we can find some if you want.
Oh,
Next week's episode.
yeah, got jokes. Other than that, we got the golf tournament coming up this weekend. We'll let people know how that's going.
Has anyone checked into night golf yet for this fall?
I haven't seen anything
I
yet.
haven't seen anything either.
Where are we looking?
Lancaster? Well, you were
Like,
just
well,
there.
That's the only place.
Facebook.
Yeah, but like, how did we even find out about last year? Did they post anything on Facebook or what?
Yeah,
I think so.
they posted it on their page. Yeah.
You're
Okay.
best friends with the lady. Call her up. Say when's it happening, man?
Yeah, I might do that.
That's probably a no.
So this diabetes tournament that we're going in
Yep.
to this weekend, they do actually have some pretty sweet. They do like a live auction and a silent auction, but I'm assuming this is going to be a live auction thing. But it's winner will receive a twosome 18-hole golf voucher to Whistling Straits Irish course
Ooh.
or Meadow Valley's course.
This is
That
if
sounds
you.
cool.
That's what's auctioning, or that's
This
what
is-
you get if you win.
This is
The
the
tournament.
live auction like that they have afterwards. So it's
Okay.
like it's probably gonna get rung up, but that's a pretty penny right there for that. And then there's like a one night stay with that's like I think it has 2 rounds of golf attached to it at Deer Valley that you can win. It's got a couple others. It's got a couple other nice. pretty
So
nice
glad we
things.
were invited, Brady, to win these
Yeah,
wonderful
right.
prizes.
We weren't invited. I just got a text and said, "Hey,
I,
can you go golfing and then can you bring somebody with you?" And Blake
That
was,
sounds exactly like an invite.
Yeah, right.
Blake was right there with me. So
Invite for this guy.
you guys just got to hang around me a little more, huh?
Tell you what, they're probably not giving away at the diabetes golf tournament is free donuts beforehand, huh?
Because the sugar.
They are giving out hot dogs at they got a little booth at like hole 6 or something that they're gonna have hot dogs and cold
And
like,
salami.
sandwiches and diabetes.
I heard corn dogs referred to the other day as meat Twinkies. I like that.
I'm in. Yep. Sounds delicious. Well, if there's no like,
Okay.
yeah, I'm still on board. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bring a little auction cash with me. I'm
There's-
sure that stuff's gonna get run up. but-
Yeah,
Bring
it
that
sounds
golf cart, too.
it sounds like there's a raffle, a silent auction, and a live auction. So there's all sorts of shit going on.
Oh boy, I'm even more excited now. Raffles.
Yeah, if you guys do a 50-50 and win, don't be idiots and give half the money away.
Back to cure
Yeah.
diabetes. How dare you?
Well, I mean, if they haven't figured it out yet.
Hey, I'm sure they'll be like, the winner is this person, and then it'll be some kid with diabetes to give you the prize. And you're like,
Oh, jeez, I don't think they're gonna do that.
Just have them. They do have like a couple kids there that like around the local kids that have type 1 diabetes. They do have them there at the tournament, and they play. So they might be staring at you a little bit, thinking, "Please don't take
Jeez.
money away from
Yeah,
me."
don't. Yeah, careful, boys. Sensitive subject.
I'm gonna stay out of this one.
Just
This is
take
a-
the,
yeah,
take the
careful.
money and just put your head down and walk to your vehicle.
Yeah, just
Just
I don't know
walk
what to
right
do
out the
there.
door
Yeah.
all the way home.
what's your name? Alex Wagner. See you. Bye.
Yeah. If you know my stance, you know I'm not giving it back.
And I bet you I'll have it someday. So don't give me that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm probably the closest to getting it anyway, so I might as well take the money if I would have won it.
Yeah.
But
The way you've been going, you probably end up giving back double somehow and not know it.
Oh, I tell you, man. Y'all joke, but this will bother me for days. Man, I'm gonna lose sleep.
Sweet. But actually, let me check the old calendar quick. So this will come out. So this come out Thursday. So everybody listening will still have till Friday the 13th to get in for that free pack of Par Tab.
Oh, did anyone write in?
A couple. So.
Really?
hmm
He's full of shit.
competition out there.
It was just
Jordan and Blake wrote in.
it was us two.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Other than that, actually, I'll bring a box with me of those to that tournament. Maybe hand a couple out or see if anybody's interested. So,
Wouldn't be a bad idea. Anybody go golfing this weekend? No.
well, Alex did for his
Just the
thing,
one,
but-
yeah, just the one
Well,
day. I wanted to go more, but it was so nice out. But
Ooh,
I was at the fairs all weekend.
I went on Sunday. I golf like shit, but I did chip one in from about 40 yards away.
again,
hey, there we go.
nice, dude. All I did was chip in the sandbox in the backyard, but actually, I was getting like 3 out of 4.
might as well
so
play
maybe-
where you live, right, Blake?
Yeah.
Eh,
I think that the week before, Jordan and I chipping for about 3 hours straight definitely helped out. So
Yeah.
ready. But yeah, so all right, we'll talk about how Jordan and I did, and then if Alex got his money back next week.
Stay tuned.
Cliffhangers.
All right, thanks for hopping on.
later.
Yeah, man.
See ya.
Get out of here!